The Alibi by David Chrzanowski, inspired by actual events. Alibi Bar, day. Brass railings adorn the serving area. There's a Schmidt wall calendar behind the cashier drawer. The date, June 16th, 1982. The pièce de résistance is a cherry oak back bar that warmly lights the pricey cordial bottles and highball glasses from below. Stranded in the corner sits the video game, Asteroids. The metronome comes into focus as the lights from the screen illuminate the determined face of Joe, 10, standing on a milk crate. Schultz, 30, a jovial ginger recently discharged from the Navy, is tending to the bar.
Hey, Redford.
An asteroid crashes into Joe's last ship. Game over. Joe groans.
Ugh.
Your old man will be back soon. You got your suitcase ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Pack your bags and be at the bar promptly at 9. A Kozlowski is never late-ski.
Good. Let me hook you up with a few more quarters since I ruined your concentration.
Do you think I'll like Florida?
You like mosquitoes the size of your fist? Man-eating gators? Poisonous blue jellyfish that sneak up on you and paralyze you in seconds?
Joe gulps and approaches the bar, wide-eyed. He has to be on his tiptoes to be seen on the other end.
No.
Well, good. That was when it was still swamp. Florida ain't so bad, kid. Long, warm nights, longer beaches, white sand between your toes. You know what you need, Redford? A goodbye drink. That'll perk up your spirits.
Schultz pours Joe a glass of Sprite from the bar gun.
To your new life of leisure.
I think the good stuff on the rail is still half full. Some of that, please.
Schultz adds a shot of grenadine, topping it all off with a cherry flourish.
Schultz's famous Shirley Temple.
He slides it to Joe and pours himself a shot of whiskey. Down the hatch. Joe gulps in a similar fashion.
Now go back to your game. You're scaring off all the customers.
The bar is empty. Joe goes back to the video game and inserts one of the quarters into the slot, but the game doesn't begin. He hits the dispenser with the heel of his hand, sending the other quarters rolling onto the floor.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Pop!
Franco, 30s, charismatic and handsome, enters with his sunglasses on and work bag slung over his shoulder. He leans down to pick up a quarter. He hands it to Joe, then hugs him.
We've got to teach you how to play chess. This stuff is rotting your brain.
I was trying to beat the high score. Guess my hand got in the way.
Well, endeavor without losing a limb, but I admire your perseverance. Endeavor to persevere.
What does that mean?
Ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am no true father of yours. Don't worry. It'll all make sense when you turn 11. Did you sprout 8 inches since I've seen you? Skip a grade? Early enroll in college?
Franco pulls out a purple crown royal bag and haphazardly drops it on the bar with a thud. Schultz carefully scoops it up.
It's only been 2 days.
Is that right?
Jennifer, 20, pretty but unkempt, like she perpetually surfs from couch to couch, enters just behind Franco.
This was in the car still. Heads up, frog face.
He tosses a Frog Festival hat at Joe. He fumbles it.
Thanks, darling.
Franco pulls out several $20 bills.
Hey, you get yourself something to eat.
She takes the money, her hand lingering. Then she's out with a tussle of Joe's hair. Franco adjusts the hat on Joe.
Looks great.
The phone rings. Franco looks at Schultz. Schultz hands it to Franco.
It's me. Right. Listen closely, okay? Good. Yeah, you gotta calm down, brother. Nothing can get handled under duress, and this will get handled, do you hear me? Here's what you're gonna do. Put the bag on the floor of the booth and walk away. Here's what you're not gonna do. Ask any questions. I'll send someone down.
He hangs up and bends down to Joe.
Hey, buddy, I got an errand I'd like for you to run. I'd go, but I have some friends out there who showed up and might not be happy to see me. So, I need my right-hand man to do it. You think you're ready?
Of course.
It's real important. Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I'll do my best.
That your best isn't good enough. I want to hear you'll get it done. I need people around me who get things done. Are you one of those people, buddy?
Yeah, Pop.
That's my boy. Do you remember the phone booth at the end of the street? I want you to go to it. Don't walk too fast. Don't look too eager. You understand? Once you get inside, you'll see a duffel bag on the floor.
Bring it back, but like real cool, right?
You got it, buddy. Here's another important part. You were never here.
Where?
Right.
Franco hands him a 50 from his thick billfold.
Here, make sure to get something sweet on the way. Remember, some were born great, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Make me proud.
Franco watches as Joe exits to exterior Frogtown Street Fair, day. Joe's pupils constrict. He struggles to see in the bright sun. In contrast to the bar, there are sounds everywhere. Street vendors, music from various tents, street performers, and the smell of beef kebabs and cannabis. As Joe moves through the crowd, he remembers to get the cotton candy first.
What flavors do you have?
Cherry, grape, pina colada, green apple, and strawberry.
Strawberry, please.
We see the liquefying sugar as it mixes with the red food coloring. The vendor spins it onto a stick.
Kylie gets to have the easy bake oven and a new doll, but I only get one?
Joe hears the voice of a boy about his age at the vendor tent next to him. The boy is holding a matchbox racetrack alongside of a car and pouting.
You can buy both if you want to, but that'll burn through all your allowance. What do we say about money?
A penny saved is a penny saved.
That's it. Proud of you.
Kid.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
The man from the cotton candy stand is now walking behind him. Is he after him? Joe speeds up, looking nervous, but then remembers his instructions. He lingers at a booth of fresh strawberries, inspecting them while highly alert to the man coming his way. The man passes by. Joe breathes in relief, makes his way back through the crowd. Now he notices suspicious characters everywhere. An angular-faced man with a half-smile who looks in his direction. A pock-faced man who looks down after catching his eye. A woman in army fatigue, smoking, staring. Joe makes his way to a phone booth, opens the door, and steps inside. The bag is larger than he thought. He looks back to see if any of the strange faces are still there. Not only are they, they're all coming toward him at once. They loom menacingly. One reaches for what might be a gun. Joe quickly grabs the bag, dropping his cotton candy. Should he get ready to fight? The figures are gone. Were they ever really there? Joe grasps the bag tightly, inhales deeply, and pulls the door open. Interior, Alibi bar, day.
Endeavor to persevere.
He drops a duffel bag on the bar, triumphantly.
Ready.
Interior office day. Franco sits at the desk and opens the bag.
How long will it be in Florida?
Until the job is done.
Franco pulls 7 kilos of cocaine from the bag. He grabs scissors and duct tape from a drawer.
Will we get the job done before I have to go back to school?
Franco rips several long strips of duct tape, placing them carefully on the corner of the desk.
It's just because I'm a little bored. Sitting in the classroom, you know. I could skip school and run the bar instead. Schultz says I'm a natural. He's always telling me that I'm trying to get his job.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what's more noble than running a Michigan dive bar, son?
A Florida dive bar?
Take off your shirt and try to remember this. Nothing noble ever happens in a dive bar.
He casually lights a joint.
Especially after midnight.
Joe pulls his t-shirt off. He looks vulnerable, this skinny kid in an undershirt.
School is like a choose-your-own-adventure book, but where the action takes place,
Taps his temple,
here,
places his palm
here.
on his heart. As he talks, Franco duct tapes the cocaine around Joe's middle.
School keeps you curious, and being curious is how the great thinkers create. You'll see, kid. A love of learning is beautiful, ancient, communal.
What is communal?
It means shared, son. It's all an adventure. You'll see.
Franco continues applying the kilos in neat rows around his son's torso.
The only adventure I go on is the adventure of waiting in a lunch line to find out what crappy food will be served. Hint, it's always burgers without cheese.
Hey, tell you what, tonight when we land, there will be no cafeteria lines. We're gonna go first class. What do you say to a seafood feast? We'll order one of everything on the menu. I might even give you a little champagne. What do you think of that?
Franco tussles Joe's hair. He motions for him to pull his shirt back on.
Someday you'll have your own little protege, and you can share what you've learned with them.
Franco pulls a Parker over Joe, hands him his plane ticket and backpack.
My dad, he was a mean old son of a bitch, but he did better than his old man. And he taught me you can't rely on no one but yourself. I learned to make my own way. I guess that's something.
He straightens Joe's shirt, pats the wrinkles down, and then adjusts his hat.
What do you say? You ready to make your own way?
Joe firmly tucks his Parker while putting his sunglasses on.
I was born great, Dad.
Good boy. Let's go get it.
He takes his hand, and they walk out of the bar into the blinding light of day. End.